Wow. Wow, wowie, what? Hi, hello, good morning. Welcome. Hello, hello. Sniffles. I hope you're all doing well. Hello, hello. Hi. Hey there. Hello. Welcome. Hello. Yawn. I'm back. I have returned from my 2-day absence. And now I'm ready. I'm ready to stream. I'm able to stream again. Yippee! But hi, hello, good morning. Hi, Maury. Welcome. Congrats on second. And Sever, hi. Welcome. Congrats on first. Hope you're all doing well. Sniffles. Hope you enjoyed your little break. I did. I wouldn't call it a little break. It's just I had plans to visit a friend that unfortunately ruined my streaming plans. But it's fine. I stream every day. It's not every day I can go like sleep over at my friend's house. They live in the middle of fucking nowhere. I've never actually visited them since they moved, so I had no idea where they even lived. And it was like in the middle of the countryside in like this old house. I believe it was, oh my god, dude, my dude, my dude. My model is stupid sometimes. But yeah, they were lived in this very old countryside house. It was kind of nostalgic. It reminded me of my grandparents' old cabin up in the north. But we had a good time. As I shared on in the Discord server, we picked some plants. I forget what the plant was called, but we picked some plants from the ground in order to make pesto. So that was fun. And we also what else did we do? We watched movies. I can now say that I've watched the Superman movie. Finally, I've watched the Superman movie. It was pretty fun. It was pretty alright. My friend actually doesn't really like superhero movies, which is fair. I totally get that. But they actually enjoyed Superman, not because of any of the action or anything. That's kind of what puts them away from superhero movies. They don't really like the action and the modern Hollywood movie stuff. But they enjoyed the movie because they liked Superman as a character, which I totally agree with. What do you think? It's fine. It's a fine superhero movie. I like that it actually, unlike the previous Superman movies, it wasn't afraid of like bringing in some of the more goofy stuff in Superman's lore. I always loved it when Crypto was on screen. He's so cute. And Superman's just like, Crypto, stop! Stop! Get down, boy! Down, boy! Can't wait for Man of Tomorrow. Me neither. I also can't wait for. Oh my god! I really need to sneeze. It's not happening. It's not letting me sneeze. Ah! Oh goodness. But yeah, I'm also excited for Supergirl. Not that I'll be watching Supergirl in cinemas because I've already spent so much money on tickets for the digital circus, the last act. I gotta save up my movie budget since the new Spider-Man movie, and Avengers Doomsday are also coming out. Uh, oh goodness, I'm so sniffly. What has been wrong with me lately? Why have I been so? Why have my nose been so congested? I had to Google that word to see if it was a correct word, and it was. Goodness. Anyway, art. Sonic. Sonic is likely what we're gonna be drawing today. I would assume. I forgot to post it over the weekend because I was so busy planning to visit my friend. So I forgot to work on this. But I feel like I need to change how this tornado looks because I watched a little bit this weekend. I watched a little bit of Game Grumps when they were playing Sonic Heroes. It's one of my favorite playthroughs of theirs. And I realized that the whirlwind ability, at least in Heroes, it looks a little more like this. But I don't want to focus on this. I want to draw a new character. But who? Whom? I've done Sonic. I've done Shadow. I probably need to redo Shadow. He looks a little weird. I hadn't fully figured out the style. I redrew Sonic to be more in line once I had finished some of them. So I need to redraw Shadow probably. I don't have to redraw him, I just have to redo some of the shading, I think. He's fine. I did Whisper. It looks cute. I have not finished Blaze. Omega. Piano's so good. I love Omega. Oh shit, I have to Oh goodness, my nose. Oh, pet the rock cam. Holy shit, my nose. Okay, yes. You know what? I'm gonna have to BRB real quick. I need to go and blow my nose properly because it's running a little bit. So I'll be right back. It's just gonna be real quick. Ah, I'm back. That was a little bit better, at least for now. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but back to me and my friend yesterday. We didn't just watch Superman. We also watched the Minecraft movie, which I was fully expecting, and my friend was fully expecting that my friend wasn't actually gonna like the movie. I've told my friends several times that, like, I like the movie, but I know they wouldn't like the movie, but I would like to, like, watch at least a little bit of it just to see their reaction. And they relented to that. And then as soon as, like, the movie starts and we see, like, the overworld and, like, how like the set design, my friend was, like, instantly hooked. They loved how the movie looked, and didn't mind any of the like very goofy comedy. Neither of us expected that they would like the movie, but they ended up loving it. That was so fun. There's Sonic. Hi Betty, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Watching a video about Sonic Roboblast, my brain was like, hey, wellness life. Wow. Anyway, should I work on Blaze? I stopped working on Blaze because I did not know what to do with her, well, with her anything, to be fair. I did not know what to do with her gloves or what to do with her shoes. To be fair, I had this problem when I still considered making her a tank, and I have no longer... She's no longer a tank, unfortunately. I would have loved for her to be a tank, but now she's a DPS? Yes. Yes. You know what's gonna be a really fun character to design? Big the fucking cat, because I made him a support. I'm thinking he'd be like, what do you call it? A Squirrel Girl-esque character, but like as a support, you know? Like he has projectiles like Squirrel Girl or Junkrat. But then he also has like, you know, Life Weaver in Overwatch, how he has that pull ability? He has the ability to pull teammates away from danger if they overextend. Big could probably have that, where he like uses his fishing rod. Square Girl? No, Squirrel Girl. I should finish Blaze though. What do I do with Blaze? What do I do with her shoes and stuff? That's what I needed. Someone. Even after blowing my nose, I'm still very sniffly. I wonder if we have some sort of like nose spray somewhere. That would be nice. The nose so near, kinda lose my mind. Yeah, not the perfume that you wear, not the ribbon your heart. I don't mind you coming here, wasting all my time. I guess you're just what I needed. Hi Val, welcome, my wife. That Minecraft added native multiplayer to Java Minecraft. I did see something like that. That's interesting. I don't know what that means. Osai Arson, congrats on 3rd, and Val, congrats on 69. So, wow. That look good. No. No mods to play multiplayer together, we can just join each other. Ah. That's what that means. That's fun. Guys, we need to talk about the rival situation. The rival situation is crazy, guys. We need to talk about it. Another black character has been reduced to just an accessory to their non-black counterpart. First it was Cloak, but at least Cloak was somewhat playable. It's just that the devs don't care about him, and neither do most of the players, because the game doesn't respect him. But now Moon Girl has been reduced to nothing. She's just comms. She's not even, the character isn't even named as Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. It's just Devil Dinosaur. I know there's some laws like because NetEase is a Chinese company and there's some very strict laws in China about not killing children in games. But come on, there's better ways to go around it than just reducing Moon Girl to just a voice. It's so not fun. You know what? I don't wanna draw Blaze. I wanna draw the other purple cat. Or should I figure out more of Cream's kit? No, we big in our cat today. I wanted to be forced to add Bishop. I don't know. I don't know anything about Bishop. I know that he's X-Men, and that's enough for me. That's all I have to know. He's the guy. He's the guy with the he's the guy with the M on his eye for some reason. Is Moon Girl like locked at Alchemax currently, or am I remembering wrong? You are remembering right, but how fucked up isn't that, by the way? You're gonna have the black character locked up. Are we dead ass, NetEase? This isn't even the first time they've done that, because they did that with Blade in season 1. At least this time we don't see her physically in chains like with Blade. Like, holy fuck. That is still crazy that they did that. He has that on him as he's from the future where the anti-mutants won and he's been branded as a mutant. Oh. Oh. That makes sense. Visa one of it is a cool moveset. He has energy absorption. I don't know anything about X-Men. They are adding Nightcrawler. According to leaks, yeah, I believe he is one of the heroes that are rumored to be in game. We got a whole list like back before when season 1, no, when season 0 was still going. We got a whole list of like planned characters, and I don't even think we've gotten half of them yet, because for every character that's on the list, we get a character that's not on the list. Basically, in this concept, he can take hundreds of hits and hold them and release them in one concentrated energy burst. That would translate to a very fun kit in like a hero shooter. You just watched X-Men 97 on Disney. It summarizes lots of things. I tried watching it. I just couldn't. It couldn't hold my attention well. I watched like a couple of episodes and then I couldn't anymore. I'm just not that into X-Men. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just not into X-Men. The fuck is Hitmonkey being added? Let me Google what was the list again. Marvel Rivals leak. Linked characters. All upcoming Marvel Rivals characters, leaks and data mines. Black Cat, well, she's dropped. Cyclops, well, he's coming. Captain Marvel, Nightcrawler, The Hood, Professor X, Thanos. That one's interesting. Juggernaut, Forge, Amaranth, the streamer? Armor, Jubilee, Hive, Dazzler. Dazzler? That's interesting. Ant-Man and the Wasp, cool. Other lead characters: Amaranth, Armor, Hive, Force, Nightcrawler, Jubilee, Dazzler, Colossus, The Hood, Thanos, Sleepwalker. That's a deep cut. Juggernaut, Ant-Man, the Wasp, Hitmonkey, MODOK, Beast, Quicksilver, Paste Pot Pete, Crystal. Oh, I want Crystal in the game. Locust and Valkyrie. I want Crystal in the game. I want more Inhumans. We finally got an Inhuman in the game, by the way. With Moon Girl in the game, that's our first Inhuman. You'd think the first Inhuman would be Kamala Khan. But I have a feeling, NetEase would do anything but add Kamala Khan. For the same reason they've been treating Cloak as bad as they have. First Inhuman, Guardians of the Galaxy are not playable? There aren't any Inhumans on the Guardians of the Galaxy. Are there? No, I don't think there's ever been an Inhuman on the Guardians of the Galaxy. Basically, that tank needs to get to low health by holding energy, then release it, allowing him to heal again. Interesting. It's kind of like a mix between. There's someone in particular I'm thinking of. Black Panther. He has this. He has the passive where like when he's low health, he does more damage. And Doctor Strange has the passive where like, no, it's not when he takes damage. It's when he does damage. His like dark magic meter builds up that he can then. What is considered an inhuman? Because maybe I'm mixing with anything else. Inhuman is a very specific species in the Marvel universe. It doesn't refer to anyone that's non-human. It's its own species. Also, I'm so happy that they're finally optimizing Rivals. I can finally play. I can finally free up so much space on my PC. What's the backstory of the Inhumans again? Because I always get it confused with the Eternals. Because the Eternals were the ones where, like, the Celestials came down to Earth and experimented on prehistoric humans and turned them into both created Eternals and also created the X gene, which created the mutants. But then there was the Kree, I believe, that went to Earth and experimented on humans with a substance called Terrigen. Or well, Terrigen was like what they created through the humans. They had a different material used specifically on their own planet, but then they made a Earth version called Terrigen. Forget what the original substance was, but that substance essentially creates Inhumans. It's this like substance that when anyone with an inhuman gene comes into contact with it, they go through like superpowered puberty. So yeah, the Inhumans does not refer to any like alien species. It's a specific species that is directly related to humans. Which is weird. What's really funny that I discovered a few months back was I was looking through the Marvel wiki, and you know how mutants are called Homo superior, like they have their own like scientific species name. They're not the only made up species in Marvel that has species name like that. Because like Eternals are called what were they called again? Eternals. Homo Immortalis. And then Atlanteans too. are called Homo mermanus, as in Homo as in hominid, and mermanus as in mermaid. But what's really funny is that the Inhumans, because they're literally called Inhuman, they're called In Homo Supremus, which is kind of funny. Cause like that's not how it works. They are a hominid, so they should be called Homo, but they have to stay on brand with being inhuman, so they're called In Homo. I think that's really funny. And of course, there's Homo Superior. And Homo Supreme, but we don't talk about that. There's one character who's called Homo Supreme. Oh my god, I would love if they added Mystery Mortal to Rivals so we can see the interaction between him and like Magneto. Cause fucking Mystery Mortal comes in like, yo dude, I'm Homo Supreme. And Magneto is like, you sure are. Cause like Magneto is one of the he like, okay, I'm not an expert on X-Men, we all know this, but isn't like, hasn't Magneto been a mutant supremacist on occasion? Doesn't he believe that all mutants should evolve into Homo Supreme? And then he's face to face with the only one, and he's like, this loser. I recently read the comic. Rest in peace, read comics online, by the way. So unfortunate that got shut down, but you know, it was inevitable. But I read the early 2000s Great Lakes Avengers comic, and there was this funny moment at the end when Death Urge told Mystery Mortal that he wasn't just a mutant, he was a Homo Supreme. And then he was meanwhile, while he was having this epiphany, fucking Flatman had actually come out as gay to the rest of the team, and so suddenly fucking so Flatman was like, man guys, it's so nice to finally be myself and be open with you guys. And then fucking Mystery Immortal comes in and is like, hey guys, guess what? I'm actually Homo Supreme. And then Flatman is like, always trying to one-up me, aren't you? Even though he meant homo as in hominid. But like, haha, homo. Haha, funny joke. But yeah, I was reading some GLA comics. Unfortunately, I can't keep reading them. But I'll find other alternatives. You'll see. You'll see. But I was doing some research because oh, that's the wrong thing. Where's the right thing? Here's the right thing. I'm still working on my own concept for Rivals Mystery Immortal. I need to figure out his kit. All I have so far is finger gun. Why is this finger gun Yuri? I just wanted some colors on it. I didn't know what colors to give him. I just default to lesbian colors. Or bisexual colors because they also look nice. I mean, he is Homo Supreme though, so if I just... No. Did you guys know that the gay flag is just a lesbian flag with inverted colors? Did you guys know that? I didn't know that until like I played around with the lesbian flag in Clip Studio. Cause then suddenly it turned into this and I was like, wait a minute. I recognize that. But yeah, Mr. Immortal doesn't usually have powers of any kind other than being immortal. You kill him and he comes back. But you know, since I want to make him work in a hero shooter, I came up with this like stupid lore that like his like mutant genetic messes up with like the time stream entanglement, and it gives him made him absorb the powers of the rest of the GLA. Here's the art that I've already shared on social media. Yeah, look at him, look at him. He looks so cool. Where like he's a multi-role like Deadpool, but like each role has a different. He embodies the spirit of a different GLA member. Flatman for DPS, Big Bertha for tank, and Doorman as support. Also, I decided he'd be voiced by Roger Craig Smith because I thought it would be funny. He does kind of look like Roger. Like aside from the hair, he kind of has a Roger face. But yeah, all this creating my own like Sonic themed hero shooter and coming up with like kits for like the Sonic characters made me want to go back to him and like fully figure out his kit. And so like he has a finger gun. Is it funny? But the rest of his kit, I don't know. Punisher One Less Kill is out. Ooh, can we watch it? Can we watch it? I also did like the signature. You know how in Rivals, like each character has a signature, like you can see on their lore page. I did that, so like it's Mr. Immortal, and then there's also the 3 other members. I made Flatman's signature look like, you know, the like doctor. You know how you know the meme of like doctor signatures just being squiggles? I did something like that because part of like his persona is that he pretends to be a doctor because he's a fucking a fucking Reed Richards knockoff. And so his signature would be like this squiggle. Have finished Daredevil Born Again. I expect it to have a lot of lore points maybe after though, but I don't care. I mean, I don't care about Punisher either. I don't really want to watch him. I don't really like Punisher. 5 minutes from the team that had the one guy that can explode once. I am not sure I know what you're referring to. Flatman, what the fuck is this? My signature. That's not even English. I tried to make it look like it says Ventura. You see the V and the E and the N and the T and the... Yeah. It's Ventura. Because that's his name. Well, that's his persona. His real name is like Tom or something. I don't remember. But like his secret identity, quote unquote, is Dr. Val Ventura. You know, just so he sounds cooler. But like his real name is like... Wait, what is it again? Flatman. It's Matt. Matt, no last name. That's his real name, but he goes by the name Dr. Val Ventura, despite not being an actual doctor. That could have been such a funny, like, if I made Flatman his own separate character in like Rivals, that could have been a very funny voice interaction with Reed, where he's like, I need to talk to you, Dr. Ventura, and then he's like, is this about me pretending to be is this about me stealing your look? And he's like, no, that's completely fine. We're not as strict with copyright as the Avengers, but it is illegal to pretend to be a doctor. You know that. I think that would have been a funny interaction. But unfortunately, I dropped the idea of making them separate characters. Because I just liked the concept of them merging into one. I got Dr. Richard's signature. No kid, that's Flatman. There was actually a scene in the 2005 Great Lakes Avengers. I think it's called Misassembled is what the comic was called. Where like the GLA goes to look for help with some scientists, and then like when they leave, one of the scientists was like, I can't believe I met the Reed Richards. And then the other scientist was like, that wasn't Reed Richards, that was Flatman from the GLA. And the other guy was like, fuck. Floaty Boys from Earth 616, like Flatman, it makes things explode. Ridley's girlfriend is a mutant who has the power to smell like spiders. Whatever that means. Explody Boy? That's not his real name. And I'm pretty sure Flatman is only seen in like GLA comics. He doesn't really team up with anyone else. Here's an unfortunate side effect of me making all the GLA into one character. Now, if I were to design a whole season around them, fucking, what second character would I add? The original plan was to add all four of them, kind of like they did with the Fantastic Four. But now I can't do that because they're all one character. And that I kind of did because, well, my friend gave me the idea, and also I was struggling to think of how Flatman would even work. So I decided, they'd be fun as one character. But now I don't know what second character to add. So I just decided to not make a season around them. I'm just gonna have Mystery Mortal be a character. Either Explodey Boy or Boom Boom Boy. Like Bling Bling Boy. I mean, I know there's Boom Boom. She's like a mutant. She has the ability to create small explosions. Your Marvel character, which power is being filthy rich, not smart, not strong, not magical, just stupid rich, and that's his power. Yeah, Tony Stark. But Tony is smart. That's subjective. His face does not look right. What am I doing wrong? You know who's currently like who's these? There's so many smart characters in Marvel that who's the smartest at any given moment always changes. But do you guys know who's currently definitively the smartest Marvel character? Currently, the definitively smartest Marvel character is Moon Girl. How topical. What she do? Well, she's just the smartest character. She invents things. She's super intelligent. She can invent things. She can. Hold on, let me. Lunella Lafayette. She makes gadgets and stuff. How she. That's how she does. Does she have any actual powers? Oh yeah, she can switch consciousness with Devil Dinosaur. That's right. Super ingenious intellect. Lunella possesses remarkable intelligence, even as a kid. Based upon the limited data available, Kid Kree's analyzer rated her intelligence at 100% threat to a Kree. Amadeus Cho later declared Lunella the smartest person in the whole world after giving her a device with a competence test, which she quickly completed. But the fact no one else had ever, not even its inventor and previous owner, Dr. Bruce Banner, this assertion was then verified by the staff of Rockefeller University. Skilled inventor and engineer, despite her youth and limited resources, Lunella has devised and created many contrivances? That's not a word. I mean, it's a word, but not in this context. I think it's supposed to say contraptions, right? Not contrivances. Marvel database wiki. I found a typo. But yeah, Moon Girl is canonically the smartest Marvel character. She makes a bunch of gadgets and stuff. But like she doesn't have the available resources of someone like Tony Stark or Reed Richards, so she usually makes them out of everyday items, so they look very like cobbled together. Also, hi Zara, welcome. Hope you're doing well. It is indeed large, the feline. The blood he tears the every day, and the mind of his no run away. Mooger looks like Ironheart, but better. I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say she's anything like Ironheart. She's just kind of an intelligent girl who likes to invent. She has no connection to Iron Man or anything. I was so excited. I was so excited yesterday when the trailer dropped for season season 8 of Rivals. We saw Moon Girl. I was so excited because I wanted to play as Moon Girl. But then the Dev Vision and the hero trailer came out, and you mainly play as Devil Dinosaur, and it made me so disappointed. I went through like the 5 stages of grief or whatever. Because I really wanted to play as Moon Girl. I love Lunella. I need to read more of her comics. If only I could! I saw a funny meme yesterday where it was like, oh, people talking about how this is why you shouldn't share pirate websites publicly. Motherfucker, the website was called Read Comics Online. Which is fair, like a name is so obvious. But yeah, this is why we don't share it. This is why we don't share piracy websites publicly. They will get taken down if they're found. Which, is fair. It's technically illegal. But also, if you don't want people to use pirate websites, make comics more accessible. I guess there is Marvel Unlimited, but I don't have the funds right now to subscribe to that comfortably. A dragon etched in the surface as evidence, and left there on purpose, a sad sap laying on the surface. Can you find me? I dug my heels into the gravel as evidence for you to unravel, a drag path etched in the surface. Does DC have an app where you can read their comics easily? Because Marvel has Marvel Unlimited. I don't know if DC has anything, or any other smaller comic book publisher, like Image, for example. ads for just one publisher are okay, I guess, but it's like the stream wars. Pay different subscriptions because you read or watch everything and not just mainstream. I mean, it's a little bit different because streaming platforms, they, they get permission to to put other people's stuff on there, right? Meanwhile, a comic book app is, kind of on the publisher themselves to create. Like, would it be cool if all comic book publishers just came together and decided to make an app to put all comics? Yeah, that would be super cool. But that's also fucking a delusional idea because that'll never happen. You can't. You can. You can't get all comic books to just come together and decide, okay, let's work together on this for the fans. Of course not. Not in this society. Did you give Big a gun in the next Sonic game? No, he wouldn't use a gun. He's just a wholesome guy. He just wants to go fishing with his friends. He shouldn't have a gun. Shadow hasn't even had a gun in like 20 years. Didn't Big use guns in Sonic Prime? I don't think so. I don't remember that. I don't even remember Big playing such a huge part in it. At least not in the parts of the show that had guns of some kind. I remember Big using guns in New York City. I don't even remember him playing a huge part in New York City. I remember like there was the jungle the jungle area. Big played a decent part, sure, but not in New York City. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. A lot of Sonic Prime was kind of just a blur for me. Like I had a fun time watching it, but it wasn't really that memorable. Okay, this actually ended up terrible. I just need. It's not happening. It's not coming out. I think I need. Assistance. Just so I know where everything is placed. Everything is so off. Oh my god. I'm a terrible artist. I'm a fake and a fraud. You're not an intellectual, you're a fake and a fraud. Hi, Sunday. Look up. Mwah, mwah, mwah. How's it going, my sweet, cute, adorable wife? Sorry I didn't join you in VC last night. When I came home, it was already so late. I assumed you guys in VC were going to bed. Plus, Val also wanted me in VC to watch Daredevil. I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful or anything. Like, oh, I have two beautiful women who love me and want to spend time with me. Oh, suffering from success. But I find it so exhausting to be pushed and pulled into Discord call. Wants to rule the world. Oh, for freedom and for pleasure, nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to rule the world. Boobs too bouncy, kisses too soft, so real. When kids and give a little lurk while I wait for dinner. Good luck with the SA1 drawing though. Okay, Sunday. I love you. Have a good dinner. Last unicorn. When the first breath of winter turned the flowers, I sing. And you look to the north, where the pale moon is rising, and it seems like all is dying, and would leave the world to mourn. In the distance, hear the laughter of the last unicorn. I'm alive. I'm alive. The last moon is cast over the last star of morning, and your future has passed without even a last desperate warning. Then look into the sky where through the clouds the path is torn. Look and see her how she sparkles. It's the last unicorn. I'm alive. I'm alive. How do we feel about Big the Cat? Do we like Big the Cat? Or do we hate Big the Cat? I've always loved Big the Cat. I know that back when I first started being a Sonic fan, that was kind of a very taboo thing to say, like, oh, we don't like Big the Cat around these parts. He's a dumbass character. We don't like that guy. The Sonic fans in the early 2010s did not know what fun was. A concept they had never heard of. And then I in a couple of and the fishing rod. let me use Mr. Omega as a reference here to where how much space he should take up. Is it a good idea to... This is just some follow-up point. You see how modern Sonic fans are like, there are no good 3D Sonic games when we literally have Sonic Colors, so that jank epileptic release would have shown them. No, she's that boy half the fandom till they learn Sonic Colors is coded. I mean, a lot of people like Colors. Colors is one of the ones that people actually like these days. What I do? The last of that hungry, burning the wet concrete. I wonder if the therapist knows everything about me. I'm here in search of your glory. There's for me that ultra kind of love you never walk away from. Just I mean, I will always be a defender of the Sonic Adventure era. Okay, not the era, the game. Sonic Adventure, the game. Not Sonic Adventure 2, mind you. I'm a definitive hater of Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2. A lot of people say that, oh, it's peak Sonic, it's the greatest Sonic game, it's better than Sonic Adventure, but I disagree wholeheartedly. I always have such a good time playing Sonic Adventure. I hate playing Sonic Adventure 2. The jank in Sonic Adventure 2 is just so much worse than it is in Sonic Adventure 1. I don't know why so many people say that fucking Adventure 2 is such an improvement. It's just as janky, if not more. Like, I can excuse like Sonic Adventure with Big and Amy being a little bit janky because you don't need to play as them. In Sonic Adventure 2, you need to play as Tails and Knuckles, and Tails in the mech, so slow. I hate playing as Tails and Eggman in Sonic Adventure 2. Not to mention how they fucking butchered the emerald hunting in Sonic Adventure 2, where now it only looks for one emerald at a time. And the hints are so cryptic. The emerald hunting was so better in Sonic Adventure 1 because because it looked for all the emerald shards at the same time. So you don't have to like go through the map like 3 separate times because, oh, you walked past where one was. Now you're gonna find it. Now you have to find it again. I'm gonna unrestrict Immortals and Centuries from this playlist. I usually have them restricted because I don't like them. I have so many songs that are restricted in this playlist. Why? Did I really hate them that much? There, now the full playlist. Now I have the full playlist. No gameplay, no this is the worst Sonic game ever videos, no nothing, no memes, no fan art, nothing. Sonic Frontiers was just there. That's not how I experienced it. There was a lot of discussion around Sonic Frontiers. It was very controversial, you know, in a sense, where a lot of people thought it was a very nothing game with a terrible, terrible writing and a terrible art direction. And some people said that this is definitely the direction that Sonic games should go in the future, which I'm in the latter camp. I think gameplay-wise, at least, this is the direction the franchise should be going. I agree that artistically, it leaves a bit to be desired. It's a very it doesn't look like a Sonic game. I can appreciate the style, but it's clear that it wanted to be Breath of the Wild. The same way Sonic Last World doesn't look like a Sonic game because it just looks like it's trying to be Mario Galaxy. Stretch. Dude, I can't. I want Cloak and Dagger to return to the MCU so bad. I know I talk about this a lot, but like it's I want them. Imagine a world, oh, so such a wonderful world where they introduce they reintroduce Cloak and Dagger into the MCU in like Spider-Man Brand New Day or Daredevil Born Again season 3, and a lot of people connect with the characters now that they actually get to see them in action, and it makes much bigger part of the rivals player base be like, yeah, NetEase kind of did butcher these characters. Can we get on to fixing them, please? Can we give Cloak some legs? But y'all don't want to hear me, you just want to dance. Keep quiet, nothing comes as easy as you. Can I lay in your bed all day? I'll be your best kept secret and your biggest mistake. Got me behind the bed when there's a failure every day. Keep quiet, nothing comes as easy as you. Can I lay in your bed all day? I'll be your best kept secret and your biggest mistake. Man behind the bed. Ugh, he sings too fast. Can't keep up. Please pet Agent Rocky. We have a redeem for this, but since you asked so nicely. so good in blue. So good in white. Nothing as easy as you can I lay in your bed all day. I'll be your best kept secret and your biggest mistake. Man behind the bed. Ah. I didn't know when I got here, but thank you. Did you? Oh, I guess you did. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I'm such a fat fucking chud. And my stuff leads in other people's dreams now. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Talk, there's a hole where something was. Talk, there's a hole where something was. That looks like Big. Fine, I'll pet him again. So boy, got love. Detox just to retalk. And I promised you anything for another shot at life. And perfect boys with their perfect lives. Nobody wants to hear you sing about tragedy. Oh, oh. Little girl got stared out. Oh, or was that just a telescopic camera now? Why do you want me to stretch and hydrate? What is wrong with you guys? Stop! Ah, I'm being stressed. No, here comes the water. No. You see what you're doing to me? You see what you're doing? No, but I appreciate I appreciate the redeems. I remember I did this sort of joke like a year back when I why didn't that not work? Hello? Sound alerts? Ah, why's the bunk so quiet? Quiet for me. Couldn't hear it over the music. Anyway, as I was saying before the bonk, I did a joke like that like a year more than a year back. Cause I used to not have a limit on how many times you could redeem hydrate. And so people just kept spamming it one time. And I made a joke out of it where like I almost drowned myself in the water. There's much less of this song, but I'm gonna skip it anyway. Fucking, there's a reason why I'm not too fond of more recent Fall Out Boy stuff. I don't love it. Anyway, what to do with big legato? Be careful making wishes in the dark, dark, and be sure when they hit their mark. Last time I'm just dreaming of a part. I'm in the deep, deep with the devil, devil. Mm-hmm. Must know what you did in the dark. Light 'em up, light 'em up. Light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up. Oh, 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 oh. So go to say Spanish words. Did I say Spanish words? No way. No Spanish words in this song. Minecraft won't add inches to your cock. You're so real for that, Arson. You know ball. You said gato? Oh yeah. El gato grande. That's his name. That's not his name. My songs know what you did in the dark. Did dark. So light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up. So light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Way out of this one. I'm killing myself.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry.
I am not your mother.
No.
I don't do too well on my. I don't do too well on my own.
Mom, get in here, Mom!
Having another episode. I actually don't know all the lyrics. I don't actually listen to this album that much. It's the one that has Sugar We're Going Down and Dance Dance. And that's the only reason I really care about this album. It's iconic. I don't do well. Kitty should not have claws, actually. I'll give claws to Blaze, but I won't give them to Big. I'm telling myself I'm not. Okay, what to do with his shoes, though? I think this is the best I can do. Yellow jacket coat. Oh, whoa, oh, oh, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, oh, whoa. What to do with the strap, though? Not that kind of strap. I'm not giving him a gun. But he does need some way to heal if he's gonna be a healer. Better off as lovers and not the other way around. You sleep a little before work. Thank you for streaming. Have me in your stream. Good night. Okay, buddy. Good night. I hope you sleep well. Hope to see you back. Hope to see you back again soon. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can I add something else to this design that would be cute? What else can I add to his design that would be cool and cute and stuff? I kind of want to give him like another belt that goes like this, and like put a bunch of pouches on it with like different fishing equipment. Is that too much? Has Big been in Sonic Riders? Hold on. He has not, apparently. Race through the tree, windows down in the back, yellow checkered covers. Whoa, 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 whoa. Express in the end, better off as lovers and not the other way around. Express in the end, better off as lovers. Oh my god. I searched Big the Cat Sonic Riders to see if there were any cool designs, and I scrolled down far enough that I found someone had made a concept of a Big the Cat skin for Roadhog in Overwatch. So come on, put on your war paint. I kind of wanna give him a little like fishing vest. It's like a little one that just kind of goes like this, like Shrek style. That too much? Oh, I think it looked a little better on me. I'm gonna change you like a remix. I'll raise you like a phoenix. Metal detects get hitched, take a career out of rubbing bands because the world is just a teller and we are wearing black as you broke our spirit as the note we passed. I believe it might be too much of a redesign though. I didn't do this much for other characters. Right? Okay, maybe Tails, because I gave him a little belt. But it's Big the Cat. It's fine, right? It's such a small vest too, which is what makes it funny. I'm unsure of how to pull it off though. Anyway, what's the name of his theme song has like a long name, doesn't it? it has two titles. Yeah, it's Lazy Days, Living in Paradise. It has two titles. Which one do I go with? Lazy Days or Living in Paradise? Living in Paradise. That's his alt. Anyway, what should Mr. Big be doing? Imagine he can use his fishing rod, kind of like Zeus push and pull. I was thinking more like fucking what's his name, Life Weaver's pull. I like the vest. I don't think I like this. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Hold on, do I give him the life belt? Do I give him the life belt, actually? Because that could change a lot of his design if I give him the life belt. Should I have that as part of his kit? How would I even include the life belt as part of his kit? I also need to include his umbrella from Sonic Heroes. Did the cats eat, taking a pull of weed to heal? No, I can't do that. We're not making Sprigat. This is not a Pokemon hero shooter, and we're not making Sprigatito. He isn't Weed Cat. All heroes have fallen off foot. Like tears, we're living fake. But the alcohol never lies, never lies. And princes don't become kings. Even at the best of times, I'm out of my mind. Oh, he's ripped out. He's ripped out. He's so cute. Oh my goodness. Though I feel like I'm losing a little bit of my inspiration right now. Anyway, let me just... Oh my god, I messed up my Sonic over here. Here's the problem though, he's gonna be like the size of a tank. I can't just make big not big. You know, that's like his whole thing. I should have made him a tank, I admit, but I feel like it's more in character for him to be a support. But how do you balance a big support character? How do you balance that? Like, his hitbox is gonna be huge. You can't make him squishy. So you gotta give him more health than your average support. You gotta have almost tank level health. But how do you balance his kit then? Because if you make him super unkillable and then also giving a bunch of healing, he's gonna be so annoying to deal with. We could be mortals, just not for long, for long. Eh. Let's move on to something more interesting. Mr. Immortal. I almost said fantastic. That is a different Mr. Oh, hold on. I forgot that I did that. I forgot that I kidnapped the rock. I was gonna put him back, but then I got so locked into drawing that I forgot. Because Mr. Immortal is just a guy. Okay, I have one idea actually, but that comes to his ult and possibly a passive. I'm thinking it's a mix between Deadpool's ult and Victor's ult from Deadlock. Deadpool in the sense that, you know, it doesn't build up naturally. You have to build it up yourself. You have to build it up yourself like Deadpool. You have to use your abilities and hit shots to build up the ult. But then when you actually get it, it's a passive ult, right? You don't actually hit it. It just happens. When you die, you come back, just like Victor's ult in Deadlock. You can't hit it, but like if you have it and you get killed, you not only come back, but you also do like some sort of big blast. Is he shooting a lesbian blast? I don't know. I thought it would. I like the colors. I thought it would look nice. But if you guys would like to now look at that, it could just be a regular white blast. Since you guys are so uncomfortable with the lesbian blast. I'm sorry. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm being silly. Anyway, I have to go to the bathroom real quick, so I will be right back. I'll be right back. What? Going down, down in an earlier round. And sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be your number one with a bullet. I loaded, got complex, cock it and pull it. Down, down in an earlier round. And sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be your number one with a bullet. A loaded, got complex, cock it and pull it. Anyway, I'm back. White Blast may be the opposite of the Lesbian Blast. Mayhaps. Got complex, cock it and pull it. We're going down, down. Down, down. We're going down, down. A loaded, got complex, cock it and pull it. We're going down, down in an earlier round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be your number one with a bullet. A loaded, got complex, cock it and pull it. But yeah, what else? What else? Mr. Immortal. Immortal! What to do with this man and his moveset? What shall I make him do? He has finger guns as a primary. Just so he has a way to shoot. Because I think he needs it. And then his secondary can be... Okay. What if his... He has Captain America's shift, right? He just runs fast. Because he's just a guy. Other than being immortal, he's just kind of a guy. I feel like part of the hero fantasy would just be playing as a regular dude that can't die. So it has to be like... He can run. He can run faster. And he can jump higher. Maybe his secondary can be like a kick. Kind of like Emma's kick, except it doesn't do knockback. It's just kind of a, you know? So that's something I found out while reading some of Mr. Immortal's comics this weekend. He does know a little bit of hand-to-hand combat, which makes sense. If you don't have actual superpowers other than, you know, not dying, and you want to, you know, be a superhero, then you gotta have some hand-to-hand combat abilities. oh, 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 oh. You only hold me up like this, 'cause you don't know who I really am. Just want to know what it's like to be you. The lights and turn off the shyness. All of the moves make up silence. There's him running. That's why he got his sneakers on. That's why he got his sneakers on. He is Sneakers O'Toole. That was fully coincidental. I just kind of gave him sneakers like that because I thought it would make his design look more cool. Like, he's got his super suit on, but then on top of it, he also has these cool sneakers and a college jacket. I just thought it would give him a cool, like, casual look that I think fits the GLA. But if I'm gonna give him a sprinting ability, then it actually kind of makes sense for him to have sneakers on. He is Sneakers O'Toole. That's the space bar. Wanna see your face, you better disappear. The fire's in their eyes and the words are really clear. So beat it, just beat it. Better do what you can. Don't wanna see no blood, don't be a macho man. Wanna be tough, better do what you can. So beat it. But you wanna be bad, just beat it. Beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Show 'em how funky strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right, just beat it. Hmm. Is that good for his base kit, and then the final two abilities are like role specific? Actually, maybe, hold on. His primary is like punching, but then his secondary is the finger gun, and like it has a different effect based on who you're what role you're playing. Good work, good work. I'm not sure. Uh, you know what? This Big the Cat is not that bad. I like it actually. But I have run out of inspiration, I feel, unfortunately. Is there anything else I can work on? Pokemon. I don't know. Irresistible. Whoa, oh yeah. Whoa, whoa. Many more rooms and a few rounds in the rings and not enough red doors. Too many sharks, not enough fun in the waves. You know I give my love a fuff a four letter name. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, oh yeah. Whoa, whoa, oh yeah. I'm gonna actually like this post that I drew, so I'm gonna move it over here. Move and smoke you in, honey. I don't know what you're doing to me. Come on, Sherry, it doesn't stop. That live and let live, but I'm not good at lip service. Yours, me, I'm more. Coming for you, and I'm making more, and I still love the way you hurt me. Irresistible. Wow. Oh yeah. Your words, your words in me. Why is this song kind of arson coded? Well, now that I've decided that this blast will be that's a little bit better. Determined, I confess. To dance like Uma Thurman, and I can't get you out of my head. guess I already have the 3 other abilities back here. Wrong thing. Is that fair? Wait, how does it work for Deadpool? does it work for Deadpool? The DPS one does have slightly more damage. Oh, when we started, say yeah, let's go together. We can stay young forever. 3 minutes to talk about. Did I just say? Did it say streaming? The lyrics are screaming. Stay young forever. Yeah. How do I make the projectiles? Because Deadpool doesn't really do anything. Tank pool. But do you got room for one more troubled soul? The thing they did for tank pools, primary fire is that when you use this Deadpool in your area as a vanguard, it increases the fire rate. So I don't know what to do. Ah, 2 minutes. Uh-oh. It's fine. About time to end stream anyway. So let's go look for someone. Who's streaming right now? Not many of our regulars. We can rate this person who's currently playing some Deadlock. That's fun. I want to get back into Deadlock soon. Now that Rivals is optimizing on PC and making the game take up less storage, maybe I'll be able to hop back onto some Deadlock while still hopping on the new season of Rivals and play as Devil Dinosaur and Moon Girl. Put respect on Moon Girl's name. Since Rivals doesn't, I'll put that on myself. It is Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, even though Moon Girl is barely visible. She is there. At least she's there. They didn't just throw her out. Anyway, rant aside, let's get a little raid message in. Still a game of this and that. I'm worse is that. Better off like this. Worse for wear. And you're someone who knows someone who knows someone I once knew, and I just wanna be a part of this. The road outside my house is paved with good intentions. I like construction crew, 'cause it's hell on the engine, and you are the dream, and we are the dream. I could write it better than you ever felt it. Some water. Off the key of reason, I thought I loved you was just how you looked in the light. A teenage love in a parking lot. Till tonight do us part. I sing the blues and swallow them too. Stretch. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for being here and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. I'll be back again tomorrow, likely with some Minecraft, because tomorrow is Thursday, which means Rivals is gonna have to update before I stream. It always does that at exactly the hours that I'm streaming. And you know that means it's gonna take a little while. So we'll likely play Minecraft tomorrow, but I hope you're still excited for that. We'll be back on my normal world this time, not exploring the end. But we'll come back to the end at some point. But regardless, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. As always, remember to eat food, drink water, take care of yourselves, take your meds if you have them, if you need them. And remember to go outside and get some nice fresh air and some good sunlight. It's important. Take care of yourselves. But yeah, make sure to copy the raid message and say hello to Ash Chimera during the raid. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye. See you all next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Goodbye.